Hi, it's Aaron with the Wealthy Environmental Center. Today, I thought we might look for gooseberries because it is gooseberry season. Let's take a look. Here I've spotted a gooseberry bush behind this tree over here. Now, gooseberries look like this. We have this nice little leaf here. It's got the three big lobes and then lots and lots of little spikes. Now let's see if we can't find any berries. If we come down here, we can see right there. Let's see if we can bring those into focus. We have a pair of gooseberries. Gooseberries are super tart. They are edible, and I am going to take a few, just enough to make a very small tart. Let's take a look at that. So I picked just enough to be able to make one small tart. The first thing that we need to do before we can begin making our tart is to wash the gooseberries and to remove all of the little thorns that are coming out of the bottoms. So I'm going to do that and be back for our next step. Well, here they are, all cleaned and washed. Now, just that many took about 15 minutes to clean off both sides of the berry. So it's a very big time commitment if you're going to make a very large tart or pie. Next, I measured out my ingredients to add to the filling. It turned out that I had 1/3 of a cup of gooseberries. So I'm going to add a 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch and a tablespoon of sugar. Now, if you don't like the tartness of the gooseberries, you could add even more sugar. The taste is up to you. Here I've added the filling ingredients all together. First, I added the cornstarch and the sugar and mixed those thoroughly before adding the gooseberries. Then I stirred in the gooseberries to the cornstarch and the sugar. Here's where I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I've taken some frozen store-bought pie dough and pulled it out of the freezer and laid it out. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add my filling. Now I have a correction to make. What I am making right here is a galette, not a tart, even though the flavor of the gooseberries is going to be very tart. Here I've added my galette to a greased pie tin. As you can see, I've folded the pie dough over the gooseberry filling so that there's space open in the middle for steam to rise out. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the gooseberries start to turn brown on top. All right, here we have the galette out of the oven and cooled. I ended up cooking it at a 400 degrees for 15 minutes. It probably could have gone just a little bit longer, but I didn't want to risk burning it. Now, I checked my cupboards, and unfortunately I don't have any powdered sugar because I'd really like to top it with powdered sugar. But now that it's done, why don't we have a slice and see how it tastes? Okay, so we made a gooseberry galette, and now it's time to take a bite and see how it tastes. All right, there's a nice little bite for me. Let's see how it tastes. The sugar and the baking removed a lot of the tartness of the gooseberry. It tastes really good. All right, thanks for foraging for gooseberries today to make a gooseberry galette. I hope that you can find some and make one of your own because they're super yummy. All right, I'll see you next time.